Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to The Outsider's Perspective. My name's Ollie, and yes, here's your loaf of daily bread. Today's loaf of bread comes to us by way of Gandhi, and he writes the following. While acting, remember that action leads to bondage unless it is performed in a spirit of sacrifice. Sacrifice means exerting oneself for the benefit of others. In a word, it means service. And where service is rendered for service's sake, there is no room for attachment, likes and dislikes. Perform such a sacrifice. Render such service. What does it mean to perform an action in a spirit of sacrifice? Because that's kind of the central idea in Gandhi's quote here, right? If you want to escape bondage, then you have to learn how to do things in a spirit of sacrifice, in a spirit of service. And even though it sounds kind of like a platitude, there's a great deal of power in unlocking this kind of attitude and this kind of mindset, because when you do things and you're not concerned with the outcome, whether you're successful or not, whether you get recognized or not, whether you get rewarded or not, then it takes all of the stress and the anxiety out of the doing. For example, let's say you're applying for a promotion at work. If you're applying for it, let's assume that you want it, so you have this desired outcome, right, which is getting the promotion. Now, if you're really attached to that outcome, you're probably going to be quite nervous going into the interview because there's a lot riding on it, right? You really, really, really want this. And so you might be anxious and you might be nervous. And so right off the bat, that could affect your performance in the interview. If you're really nervous and you misspeak or you're really shy or whatever, that's obviously going to impact whether you get the promotion or not. But even if you were able to nail the interview, even if you were able to do it, either with no nerves or you were able to overcome the anxiety and you were able to crush that interview, there is still a chance that you won't get the promotion. Quite simply, there could be other candidates that are more qualified than you. The person who's doing the hiring decisions could have, a different idea in mind for what they're looking for in the role. And so there's all these different factors that could come in and kind of make it so that you don't get the desired outcome, right? So for those two reasons, and very practical reasons, it's a good idea to try to go into things in a spirit of sacrifice. Like, I've prepared for this interview. I really want this promotion, but it's not in my hands. So here you go. Jesus, take the wheel, right? Krishna, I'm heaping this on you. This is for you. Whatever happens doesn't matter because I am going for it and that's all I can do, right? I feel called to go for this promotion, and so that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do my best to get it. That's the sacrifice, because the outcome is not yours. You don't get to decide, and you are only partially involved in the whole process. Go through your day not looking for rewards or for certain outcomes, but just focusing really deeply on whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that's in front of you. Whatever comes after, whether I get rewarded or not, whether I'm successful or not, that's not up to me. All I can do is the work, and so I give the work up to the Creator, right? And let the chips fall where they may. And so that, again, takes a lot of the stress out of life, and it makes things a little bit clearer, helps you to focus, helps you to prioritize, puts things in perspective, the outsider's perspective. Anywho, that was a long rambling one. I hope I can pull some gems out of it. If not, I do apologize, and I hope you'll tune in for the next one. I'll try to do a better job. Alrighty. Thank you very much, and until next time, live well, my friends.